So in previous lecture, I have told you about the refraction. It's clear. And what is the formula of the refractive index? Mu equals to sine I upon sine R. It's clear. If it is written 1 mu 2, it means it is the refractive index of 2 with respect to 1. Ri of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. It's clear. This is the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. It's clear. It has no unit. It has Ri has no unit. No unit. It is the measure of bending. Measure of bending. That also I have explained that if there is more bending, it means there will be more refractive index. It is clear. Then secondly, I have told you absolute refractive index. Absolute Ri. Absolute Ri of a medium M is equal to its refractive index with respect to air or vacuum, which we numerically write mu m equals to C upon Vm. It's clear. Mu m equals to C upon Vm means refractive index of any medium is inversely proportional to the its speed in that medium. More the speed, less will be the refractive. More the speed, less will be the refractive index. It's clear. Now see here. Then I have told one more formula, 1 mu 2. How will you write in terms of velocity? So just now you have seen this is with respect to air or vacuum. So the speed of light of air or vacuum is in numerator. जिसके with respect है उसकी speed of light in numerator. और जिसका है उसकी speed of light in denominator. So it is the refractive index of 2. You have seen 1 mu 2 equals to this thing. Ri of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. So V1 upon V2. It will be V1 upon V2. 1 mu 2 will be equal to V1 upon V2. It's clear. Now we can modify this relation. How can you modify? How can you write the same relation in absolute Ri? Same relation in absolute Ri. So 1 mu 2. You can see 1 mu 2. This we can write as C upon V2 divided by C upon V1. If you simplify this, you will get the same thing. This one. C upon V2, this is C upon V2. और ये डिनोमिनेटर में फ्रैक्शन है, so it will invert and multiply. Invert and multiply V1 upon C. C and C cancel, that is V1 upon V2. Now what is C upon V2 from here? Who can tell? C upon V2. It will be mu 2. It will be mu 2. It's clear? And C upon V1, it will be mu 1. It's clear? So 1 mu 2 equals to mu 2 upon mu 1. Mu 2 upon mu 1. It's clear? That day I have found W mu G. 1 mu 2 is mu 2 upon mu 1. In terms of absolute Ri, it is mu 2 upon mu 1. In terms of velocity, it is V1 upon V2. V1 upon V2. But absolute Ri के term में mu 2 upon mu 1. So see here, what is W mu G? W mu G. You can see here. It will be equal to mu G upon mu W. Mu G already we have found. Mu G equals to 3 upon 2. हम लोगों ने कैलकुलेट किया था. अगर वो पेज हो तो हम दिखा सकते हैं ना. W mu G, you can see here. So mu g is 1.5, that is 3 upon 2. It's clear? And mu w is 4 upon 3. So see here, if you substitute here w mu g upon mu w 4 upon 3. So it will be equal to what? 3 upon 2 into 3 upon 4. That is 9 upon 8. That is 9 upon 8. 9 upon 8, when you will simplify, it will come out 1.125. So this here we have found W mu G by using this formula. And here we have calculated W mu G by using the formula of velocity. In both cases, you will get the same value. It is clear? It is clear? Now there are some more formula. 1 mu 2 can be written as 1 upon 2 mu 1. 1 mu 2 can be written as 1 upon 2 mu 1. For example, here W mu G is 9 upon 8. So what will be G mu W? It will be 8 upon 9. It will be 8 upon 9. It is clear? G mu W will be 8 upon 9. This point is clear? Now one more thing which is also important. Total internal reflection. Because there will be questions based on the total internal reflection in length chapter. So what is total internal reflection? So as we know that when a ray of light fall upon any surface, then some part of light get reflected. Some part of light get reflected. And some part is transmitted in the other medium, which is the refracted ray. Some part of light is transmitted in the other medium, which we call as the refracted ray. It's clear? In the previous diagrams, I have not shown the reflected ray. It's clear? Here, this ray of light falls upon this surface, SS dash. Some part has reflected and some has transmitted in the other medium. That is, some has refracted in the other medium. Now see here, if anyhow it is possible that this part of light which is refracted ray, this ray of light which is refracted is also get reflected, then that phenomena will be total internal reflection. Means अगर कुछ ऐसा हो कि जो refracted portion of light है, that also becomes reflected, that also get reflected, then total internal reflection will take place. Means whole amount of light falling upon this surface will get reflected. Is clear? Now see here, this is possible when the ray of light goes from where to where? From denser to rarer medium. जब कोई भी रे ऑफ लाइट डेंसर से रेयर मीडियम में हो जाती है, तब क्या हो जाता है? टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन होता है। रेयर से डेंसर जाएगी तो नहीं होगा। क्यों नहीं होगा ये हम बताएंगे भी। बट व्हेन इट गोज फ्रॉम डेंसर टू रेयर, then TIR is possible. Now you can see here in the diagram. Here, this is a total internal reflection. These things are not directly in the course, but the numericals are based on this. So this is important also. And since this has been taught in the class 10, that's why council has removed from the class 12 this year. वो ये मान के चल रहा है कि तुमको 10 में पढ़ाया गया है, इसलिए उसको हटाया है केवल. Now you can see here, this is the normal. And this is a ray of light. It is going from denser to rarer. So as you know that when a ray obliquely goes from denser to rarer, it will bend away from the normal. it will bend away from the normal means क्या हो जाएगा, it goes like something like this. This is the angle of incidence and this is the angle of refraction. Now from the Snell's law we know that sin I upon sin R for all values of angle of incidence is constant. आया समझे, मतलब I की वैल्यू चेंज करते जाएं, R की वैल्यू चेंज होती जाएंगी, पर ये रेशियो हरदम कांस्टेंट रहेगा, which means sin I is proportional to the sin R. It's clear? Sin I is proportional to sin R. Therefore, I proportional to R. It's clear? Or you can say R proportional to I. मतलब जैसे जैसे I बढ़ाते जाएंगे R भी क्या हो जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा. Now which angle will attain 90 degree value earlier? Which angle will become 90 degree earlier? कौन सा एंगल पहले 90 हो जाएगा? So you can see R is bigger, I is smaller, therefore what will happen? This R will become 90 degree earlier than I. It's clear? When it will become 90 degree, what will be? It will be something like this. Now, refracted ray goes like this. It's clear? For this angle of incidence, refracted ray is going along the surface separating both medium. It is going along the surface separating both medium. It's clear? So this angle is called the critical angle. This is called the critical angle. What is critical angle? It is that angle of incidence in the denser medium for which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. It is that angle of incidence in the denser medium for which angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. It is clear? Critical angle, which is represented by symbol IC. So that angle of incidence in denser medium for which angle of refraction in rarer medium is 90 degree. Now if you write d mu r, what is d mu r? Refractive index of rarer medium with respect to
सर,
yes,
सर ईशा को ज्वाइन कर लीजिए.
ईसा को,
यस सर.
ईसा को ज्वाइन कर लिया. d mu r, it is refractive index of rarer medium with respect to denser. What will you write it? This can be written as sin IC upon sin 90. Sin I upon sin R, R is 90. जब I क्या है, IC है, तब R कितना है, 90 डिग्री. What is sin 90? It is equal to 1. So d mu R equals to this. So what will be R mu D? हम R mu D क्यों लिख रहे हैं? Because critical angle is situated in the denser medium. Critical angle is situated in denser medium. So R mu D will be ulta of this. So it will be ulta of this. So it will be 1 upon d mu R. 1 upon d mu R, that is 1 upon sin IC. It will be 1 upon sin IC. So this will be R mu D. This point is clear? Means we can write it as like this. R mu D one upon sin IC. Now you can see here, for glass with respect to air, for glass, IC is what? 42 degree. IC is 42 degree. With respect to air, it is 42 degree. So what will be A mu G? It is 1 upon sine 42 degree. It's clear? What is sine 42? It is 2 upon 3. Nearly value is 2 upon 3. That is 3 upon 2. It's clear? Now see here, if you make the diagram of this, ये डायग्राम इसका कैसे होगा तो देख लो. अगर ये क्या है, यहां पर तुम्हारा क्या हो, ग्लास हो, और यहां पर एयर हो, ऐसा and a ray of light is going from glass to air, means from glass से air, it's going this way, and this angle is 42. So what will happen? It will go along this surface. It will go along this surface, grazing to the surface, separating both media. Grazing to the surface, separating both media. This is clear? This is clear or not? Similarly, with respect to air, critical angle for water, it is nearly 48 degree to 49 degree. इसके बीच में होता है, 48 से 49 के बीच में होता है. So what will be A mu W? A mu W will be 1 upon sine IC. That is 1 upon sine 49 degree. And what is nearly value of sine 49? It is 3 upon 4. So that is 4 upon 3. It will be 4 upon 3. This is clear? This will be equal to 4 upon 3. Now see here, if we make the diagram here, so diagram is just suppose this is water and this is air, and a ray of light is moving from water to air and falls here at an angle 48 degree or 49 degree. So what will happen? It will go in this direction. It will go in this direction. It's clear? Now see here, if you make the angle, if you increase the angle of incidence more than critical angle, if you make this angle more than critical angle, because for this ray, for this angle of incidence, refracted ray is going along the surface separating both medium, that is angle of refraction is 90. Now if you make the angle greater than this, when you will make the angle greater than this, what will happen? It will be totally reflected. It will be totally reflected. It's clear? Now see here what will happen. It will go in this direction. It goes in this direction. It will not suffer any refraction. It's clear? Now see here what will happen when ray will fall in this direction, means when angle is greater than critical angle, then the portion of light which was earlier reflecting is still reflecting. The portion of light which was earlier reflecting is still reflecting. But now this refracted ray will also get reflected. ये refracted ray भी reflect हो जाएगी. Therefore, total internal reflection will take place. Total internal reflection will take place. It is clear? So see here what is in total internal reflection. total internal reflection कब होगा? When ray is going from denser to rarer and angle of incidence is more than critical angle. Angle of incidence is more than critical angle. It is clear? Now see here, suppose ray is going from rarer to denser, then what will happen? Whether total internal reflection will be possible or not when it is moving from rarer to denser. It's clear. When going from rarer to denser, so as you already know, it will bend towards what? It will bend towards the normal. This is the incident ray and this will be the refracted ray. This is angle I and this is angle R. It is clear? It will bend towards the normal. Now, if you increase I, R will also increase, but which will attain 90-degree value earlier. So, I will attain 90-degree value earlier than R. क्यों? क्योंकि I R से बिगर है. मतलब अगर इंसिडेंट रे ये होगी, ऐसे जाएगी, तो क्या होगा? ये रिफ्रैक्टेड रे तुम्हारी ये ऐसे हो गई. It's clear? So here it is not possible. Here total internal reflection will not be possible. आए समझे? क्यों? क्योंकि angle of incidence is bigger than the angle of refraction. So this is all about the refraction. Now we will begin refraction through prism. So what is prism? Prism is a transparent optical medium. Though here it is not transparent, but its shape will be like this. It is a transparent optical medium which is bounded by 3 rectangular faces and 2 triangular faces. You can see here one rectangular face is this. Rectangular means जिसका shape क्या है? Rectangle जैसा. Another rectangular face is this. This is also just like rectangle, and this is the third rectangular face. Okay, and there are 2 triangular faces. One triangular face is this, and another triangular face is this. So prism is a transparent optical medium which is bounded by 3 rectangular faces and 2 triangular faces. Okay, these rectangular faces are called the refracting surfaces. These are called the refracting surfaces. Means what will happen? Light इसके अंदर प्रिज्म के अंदर इन्हीं सरफेस में से होकर जाएगी. आए समझे? या इन्हीं सरफेस से होके बाहर निकलेगी. It will, in the experiments, how will you arrange it? We will arrange it in such a way that light enters from here and comes out from here. ऐसे हम ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं कि लाइट यहां से इंटर करे, यहां से निकले. पर हम जब एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करेंगे, then we will ensure that light is entering through one of the rectangular face and comes out from the other rectangular face. It's clear? So these faces, these rectangular faces are called the refracting surfaces. These are called the refracting surfaces. Now see here, when the light ray is going from this surface, suppose this is made up of glass, and light ray is entering through this surface, then refraction will take place where? At air glass interface. Since it is going from air to glass, therefore refraction will take place at air glass interface. पर जब बाहर निकलेगी तो कहां रिफ्रैक्शन होगा? ग्लास से एयर आ रही तो ग्लास एयर इंटरफेस. इट इज क्लियर? The line along which these refracting faces is meeting is called the refracting edge. इसको क्या कहेंगे? Refracting edge. ये एक refracting edge है, ये एक refracting edge है. I saw it. Now one more thing. Suppose light enters from here, from this surface it is entering and comes out from this surface. So the angle between these two surfaces is called the refracting angle. वो क्या कहलाएगा? Refracting angle. Light is entering from here, comes out from here. So this angle will be refracting angle. But suppose if it is entering from here, entering from this surface and comes out from this surface, what will be the refracting angle? Refracting angle will be this. It's clear. So what is refracting angle? It is the angle between the refracting faces. Angle between the refracting faces. These triangular faces are one of the triangular face acts as the base of the prism. It's clear. So see here, we can say, and this is called the principal section of the prism. Why do we call it as the principal section? Because this surface is perpendicular to the edge. जब इसको रखा जाता है यहाँ पर, तो कैसा ये यहाँ पर बनेगा तुम लोग देख सकते हो. अगर हम ये बनाएं इसको तो देख लो, हमने बना रहे हैं. हम इसको डायग्राम में कैसे बनाते हैं, या ऐसे ही बनाते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि एक रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस ये है, दूसरा रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस ये है, तीसरा रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस क्या है? ये है. सब लोग देख रहे होंगे. एक रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस तुम्हारा ये है, आया समझे? दूसरा रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस क्या है? ये है. और तीसरा रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस क्या है? देखिए ये आया समझे? मतलब एक रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस ये ऐसा है, दूसरा रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस इस तरीके से है, and third refracting surface is this. It is clear. So this is called the principal section of the prism, which is perpendicular to the edge. Edge is this. ये edge है और edge के perpendicular क्या है? ये principal section. This is called. This is clear. So what is prism? Prism is a, you can see here. Suppose light is entering from this and comes out from here. This will be the refracting angle. Light enters from here, comes out from here. This will be the refracting angle. Here you can see that this prism is like a this prism is like an equilateral prism या isosceles prism है. पर prism तुम्हारा ऐसे भी हो सकता है. कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि उसके सभी एंगल्स बराबर हों. All the three angles may be of different shape. It is also possible in this form. It's clear. So if light is entering from here, comes out from here, what will be the refracting angle? It will be the refracting angle. Light यहाँ से जाए, यहाँ से निकले, refracting angle क्या होगा? ये होगा. Light यहाँ से जाए, यहाँ से निकले, refracting angle क्या होगा? ये वाला. आए समझे? एज क्या हो जाएगी? यहाँ पर एज ये होगी, क्योंकि ये सरफेस जैसे हैं. एक ये है, दूसरा क्या है? ये है. आए समझे? सो दिस विल बी द एज. यहाँ पर एज क्या है? ये. यहाँ पर एज क्या है? ये. पर हम तो वही एज लेंगे जो जहां पर रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेसेज मीट करें. इट इज क्लियर? दिस थिंग इज क्लियर और नॉट? नाउ सी हियर, refraction through prism. So for refraction through prism, we will use this diagram. It's clear, this type of prism. So you first make the diagram. Refraction through prism. So you can see here